My name is Everett May Jr. and I live in Rockingham County in Bergton, Virginia, and I've lived here all my life. My family immigrated here probably in 1800s. They set up the homesteads around here, and they lived off of the land, and everything was self-sufficient in this community. They did not have all the retail stores and all those things. They had to rely on their own resources. This particular land was inhabited here by our family about 1850. It's been farmed continuously every day since this time, and we have now the 8th generation on this land. My grandchildren now are the 8th generation. I believe that the weather is a little more volatile now. I think it changes more quickly, and I've noticed the streams, they don't hold up quite as well as they used to in my boyhood days. They go a little lower in the summertime especially. Our community was all people that settled here, stayed here, and now our community has turned into a retirement community from places like D.C., Richmond area. Us locals calls them weekenders. But there's a lot of retirements here in the area now that wasn't before, from people that from outside of the area. They've lived their life and their career in a city, and now they've came back to the country to enjoy a slower pace. I think it shows that it's a good area for people to live in. It has proven to be self-sustaining area. We think it's the best place for a family to be established, and for the basics that you would need to teach your children. We like the climate here. We have the mountains that protect us from really severe storms, and we think it's an ideal place. The best place in the United States, in fact.
My name is Ingrid Judith Garcia. I am from El Salvador, Central America. I came here by my husband on July 27, 2010. He applied for my residency, and now I got my citizenship. So it was a big process because I have to learn the 100 questions, At the beginning, it was kind of hard because when I first came in here, and the language was very hard because I didn't speak English when I came, because on my country I focused on learning my attorney degree, so I didn't have time to go to learn English over there. But when I came in here, I found that I must sign for English classes to be part of this community, to be able to communicate with others. So I signed for ESL classes in here, in this same place I am working now, a school for ESL classes, since September 2010 until August 2013. After that, they offered me to help in the office, just helping, volunteer. But after 2 months, they hired me. And then now I am part of the JMU community also. I belong to a group to help Hispanic community, trying to get them information about how the laws are in here, what they need to do in order to get a job that match their skill. So because when I came, somebody told me you need to take the GED, but I knew that not the good information, because if I did have my attorney degree, I didn't need the GED part. So that is the reason I would like to help others, to give the accurate information in order to save time in the process. If I revalidate my profession in it, I can tell the people, you can do it. If I did, you can do it. And I show them how to do it, because I will have the proof that it is possible. If you can dream, you can reach that dream. I feel so happy being here in Harrisonburg, because this is a friendly city. I like the small cities, not the big ones, because they are too noisy and too crowded. And in here you can live with your family, grow up the kids, and just trying to have a relaxing life.
My name is Pishter Muradali. I'm from Kurdistan, northern of Iraq. I came to United States of America in 1996. I was in Kurdistan working with an American organization called KLA, Kurdish Live Aid, as a security guard, and then we had trouble with Saddam Hussein, as always, and then the US government decided to bring all the employees with those organizations to USA, who were 6,000 Kurdish employees, came to the island of Guam. I heard about Virginia tobacco, but at the same time I heard from one person talking about how beautiful Virginia, and we were some relatives, part of my, some of them were my cousins, so we thought Virginia probably a state where we want to go, especially it was close to Washington D.C. and it's a big name in our country, so we thought it's a place we want to go. When we saw the beautiful of the mountains, that the jobs that were available here, the schools, the community made us to come to this city, and it's beautiful, and still we enjoy it every day. We feel this is our home. I am a supervisor at the dining service at JMU. I love cook, and I like to be involved with people and serving people, And this is something that I am planning to stay there until I get retired. I love the food. I like the students at JMU. It's a really great place to work. It was very hard at the beginning because I did not have education at all in my country, but when I came here, then I started to gain some English knowledge. I started ESL at the beginning levels and then finished the advanced level. Then after that I went to Dayton Learning Center and finished my GED, General Education Development. And at the same time I was working full-time, and I had to support my family in my country. And then after that I had to go to college and ask my wife if she wanted to continue her education or she wanted me to go to college, because one of us had to quit the job to take care of watching the kids while we are studying. So it seems that my wife encouraged me to continue on education, so I went to Blue Ridge Community College working on my computer science, and I got my associate degree in 3 years. It took me 3 years. Then after that we took a little trip to our country, Kurdistan, and then came back, start at JMU to work on my bachelor degree. So I pretty much finished 100 credit on my bachelor. Then unfortunately my wife diagnosed with lupus disease, so it was very difficult for me to continue studying, working part-time and focusing on my wife. So I had to take a pause, and I did, and increased my work hours and watching my family, watching my wife. I thought that I would return to school, but that's the thing that I'm regretting, that I couldn't go back because of the work or because of my family. So, but in general, everything is great. I'm happy. I'm happy that I have 4 beautiful daughters. My dream is to see my kids take this great opportunity they have in this country that we did not have in our country to get a decent education. And so far so good. They are studying hard. They are having great grades. I'm hoping and praying that all my kids get good degrees, maybe master, PhD degrees, accomplish what their parents couldn't accomplish because of the opportunity that we did not have. My kids, 3 of them are in high school. 1 is graduating this year and going to JMU, accepted already. So the other one is in middle school. So in general we are good and successful, thank God for that. And we could accomplish this with the help of the community, with the good friends that I have, with the mosque members that they encouraged us, and we cooperated together, built the mosque, did a lot of cooperation between each other, finding jobs for each other. So we are a really great community here in Harrisonburg.
Yeah, my name is Sharon, and I'm from Congo. I came in 2013 because of war in my country. Yeah, and my husband came first because he was the one who was targeted, and he came here by himself, left us in Africa, in Congo, with my children. Yeah, and I had to go to my mom village, and there was a big war who make us like run in Kenya. Yeah, and after going in Kenya, I get my visa too, and I came here. I came in Harrisonburg, the first place I came here in Harrisonburg because my husband was here. I was happy because people here, welcomed me. I did not know any English, and even if I was a little bit nervous speaking to people, but people was nice and welcoming. Because of my barrier of language, I couldn't do anything. I was like helping my people from my community doing their hair. It was like a volunteering, but some people gave me some gift after doing their hair, and my husband told me that I should take English classes so that I can be able to communicate with others. It was a little bit hard for me because it's really hard to speak a new language. But now when I managed to learn English a little bit, even if it's still broken, but at least I can communicate with others. And I also managed to go to DMV and get my driver's license, and I finally get a job. Yeah, I'm working to Pleasant View, and and I'm also a student at Blue Ridge. I continue to take my classes. For me, coming here in America, it was like success, because in my country I could not sleep well because of insecurity, but here I can sleep and wake up in peace. Yeah, that's the big difference. Now I'm here, I'm facing struggle too, but it's not comparable. I think Harrisonburg is a good place without stress to raise children. I hope that my family will be reunited, because I have my 2 children who stay in Africa. I hope that they can come so that our financial can be like stable, because these days it's hard for us. Even if you can have work, paying rent over there, paying here, food and everything doubly, it's hard for us. I hope that I can be like in a level that I will not feel that I'm a stranger, like immigrant, because I still feel like my life is really low financially and emotionally. I hope that one day I will feel that I'm really in a perfect level. I don't know.